Mr. Chan, and I'll be your host for today exciting sessions today. First of all, let's give a little round of applause. Okay, yay. Are you guys ready for the announcement?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good. So friends, so many kinds of videos submitted, but of course, this actually only 10 really stood out. And do you know why? Because they show great expression, clear pronunciation, smooth delivery, and most importantly is they have their story come alive. That's why they here with us today. Okay. And of course, before I announce the names of our finalists, I just want to say this. No matter what the result is, each of you should be proud. Like you have there to perform, to share creativity, and to bring your story life. That already makes you a winner in many ways. Okay. So here, of course, we have a judge for this session. The judge will give you the feedback. Yes. And actually, we're going to show you the top 10 for the video today. And of course, for that one, it's about some exciting news. I mean, for the top 10 finals here, is a road to the grand final on the stage. Of course, in Tangerang City Mall, and we will hold it on August 31st. Okay? And the term and the condition will give by the judge later. Well, by the way, this time the finalists will get a chance to perform in front of the judges a live audience in the stage, of course, in Tangerang City Mall with the proofs if they like, but without any hover on stage, the judge will be looking for your expression and the interaction and also the improvisation skill. So, friends, make sure that in the grand panels, you can start preparing now, write your script and polish your performance, practice and practice, practice again. Okay, all right. Enough talking anyway. So let's get a fun part. We're about to watch top 10 semi-final videos. But I would like to reminder, please, everyone, keep your microphones mute, okay, during the screening so we can enjoy the performance without interruption. All right, so let's roll the first video. Technical team, are you ready? Okay, so this is it, the top 10
Hello
video.
everyone.
Please
Good afternoon, teachers. My name is Intan Rahiling Putri. I am a student of SDN Pangalagan 03 Jakarta. Today, I'm gonna be telling you a fable story about the horse and leopard. Let's start the story now. One bright sunny day, on the Serengeti Plains, his horse was walking under a tree to cool down. Na, 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 na. All of a sudden, the horse heard someone asking for help from the branches of baobab tree above him. Help! Help! He looked up and saw a leopard up there. Why, there's a leopard up there, said the horse. The horse was too scared. Walking in the jungle, we're not not afraid, we're not afraid. Walking in the jungle, walking in the jungle. We're not afraid, we're not afraid. Hello everyone, my name is Sam Fausto Renatio Haloho. I am 9 years old. Today, I would like to tell you a story about the greedy crocodile. One day, in the cool lake, lived a crocodile that hasn't eaten for 3 days. He was very hungry. Then he started to search a prey. Then he saw a little mouse. The little mouse came closer to the crocodile and squeaks, "Tip, tip, 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 tip." Then the crocodile said, "Why are you squeaking to me, mouse? I want to eat your flesh." The mouse said bravely, "Okay, crocodile, if you want to eat me, just eat me. You'll be hungry."
Wow, what a fantastic performance. So now, friends, let's hear the feedback from the judge. Please welcome Miss Karin.
Okay,
Hello, Miss Karin, are
thanks.
you there? Okay, time is
Hello,
yours.
check. Is my voice clear? Okay, so thank you
Yes, yes, it's
for
clear.
thank you for having me. Let me introduce myself. I'm Miss Karin, and today I will give a feedback for the grand finalist. So without any further ado, let me deliver the feedback for Intan and Sayang. So the first, Intan, thank you for your wonderful performance of the horse and the leopard. You showed very strong expression throughout the story, and your gestures were clear, natural, and really helped bring the characters to life. And your pronunciation was clear and easy to understand, with only a few small pronunciations that did not affect the overall performance. And your intonation was very good. You used your voice to match the mood of the story and made it sound exciting. And one suggestion to make it even better is to give each character a more distinct voice so the audience can easily tell them apart. And I really appreciate your creativity. And you told the story in your own style and added improvisation, which made it feel fresh and original. And the story was perfectly relevant to our theme of fables, and you delivered it clearly and with confidence. And also, your costume and makeup matched the characters very well, and the background helped create the atmosphere of the story. So, good job, Intan, and good luck in the grand final. And for the next feedback, which is for Sean. So, congratulations, Sean. Your performance of the greedy crocodile was engaging and enjoyable to watch. And you showed clear and natural facial expressions and gestures, which helped bring the story to life. And also, your pronunciation was generally clear and easy to understand, with only a few minor mispronunciations. And your intonation was expressive and matched the mood of the story well and keeping audience interested. I also appreciated your originally in storytelling. It felt fresh and personal. And the story was completely relevant to the theme of fable and you delivered it clearly. And for the improvement, I suggest working on keeping each character's voice consistent through the performance and adding more to your visual presentation. And also put a simple costume or properties that match your main character could make your storytelling even more captivating. So that's all for the feedback for Intan and Sean. So Intan and Sean, good job and good luck in the grand final.
All right. Thank you so much for Miss Karin's the feedback. And that's actually the finalists. Seant and Intan wanna go to the next stage, yes. In the grand final, of course, in Tangerang City Mall. All right. Next, let's go to the next finalist here. So the team, please welcome and show the video.
Hello, dear students. How are you doing today? Well, I hope you're doing good. Well, have you ever wondered why the cat and dog hate each other? They're both animals. Why don't they love each other? Well, there's an old legend about why the cat and dog hate each other. Have you heard of the story? If not, then let me tell you the story about the cat and the dog. Once upon a time, in a large jungle, lived the wealthy king lion. The lion had a beautiful ring. It was his favorite ring. And he loved the ring more than anything. And he loved to show everyone his ring. And he was definitely proud of it. Well, one day he decided to go to the lake with his favorite ring. When he arrived at the lake, he started having fun, playing, swimming, running, anything. Well, he didn't notice that his ring fell on the ground. Now, when he got back to the castle, he was surprised. Where did my ring go? I swear it's on my finger. I must have lost it at the lake. Oh my god! I must tell everyone in the forest about my ring. So he did. He told everyone in the forest who can find his ring can get free food for the rest.
Good morning, judges. How is your day? I hope your day was good and healthy. Before we start our story, let me introduce my name. My name is Christopher. I am 5th class and I'm 10 years old. We are gonna tell about the story. The story is called An Elegant Cat. A few years ago, in a dense forest, there were very many animals. Among the animals that lived, there was an elegant cat. It was very clean, beauty, and also smooth white. So many animals like it, but it's still proud and elegant with its strength. One day, the cat wants to live alone with the cat family. I want to survive alone.
Okay, once again, good job for Hasiana and Christopher. I would like to give feedback for each grand finalist. So let's start from Hasiana first. So Hasiana, your storytelling performance was excellent. You delivered your story with clear pronunciation, expressive intonations, and engaging gestures that really connected with the audience. And your facial expressions match the emotion of the story, and your creativity shone through in the way you brought the characters to life. And the story is completely relevant to the theme, which is cat and dog fable. And your delivery kept us interested from the start to finish. And your strength include your confident stage presence, expressive delivery, and strong connection with the story's emotion. And for the improvement, I recommend focusing on keeping each character's voice consistent throughout the story and making sure to give a stronger closing to the audience so the performance ends with maximum impact. So that's all for Hasiana. Good job. And the next is for Christopher. So, Christopher, good job. Your performance of the arrogant cat was entertaining and engaging. You use expressive gestures and clear facial expressions that help the audience visualize the scenes. And your pronunciation was clear, and your intonation brought life to the characters and made the storytelling dynamic. And also, the story was original, well structured, and completely relevant to the theme. And your strength include your confidence, delivery, creative approach to telling the story, and your ability to hold the audience attention. And for the improvement, I suggest making sure each character's voice remains consistent from beginning to end and adding an even stronger emotional build up towards the story's climax so to make it more memorable. So that's all for the improvement and good luck for Hasiana and Christopher in grand final.
Okay, thank you so much for Miss Karen, the feedback. Well, everyone, I would like to say about the top 10 finalists today. Let me speak to Bahasa Indonesia so everything's clear. Teman-teman, hari ini kami mengumumkan untuk 10 pemenang, artinya finalis yang akan masuk ke grand final, yang lolos masuk ke grand final di Tangerang City Mall. Jadi untuk Zoom meeting pada hari ini bukanlah announcement langsung untuk juara 1, 2, dan 3. No. Jadi untuk dari semua total peserta, hari ini kami umumkan top 10. Okay? Top 10 finalists yang lolos masuk ke babak selanjutnya yaitu Grand Final Live Stage in Tangerang City Mall. Okay, so actually before there are 4 participants that we showed before. First, it's Sean, and the second one is Intan, right? And then number 3, it's Christopher, and then the last one, it's what's the name, Miss? I forget. Yeah.
Hasiana.
Yeah, Asena. Okay. Now it means there are still 6, right? 6 finalists that left. So next, let's go for the next finalist. Please welcome. Let's play the video.
Hey judges, my name is Akan. Today, let me share with you a fun and exciting story about diligence, titled The Three Little Pigs. On the edge of a beautiful forest, there lived a mommy pig, daddy pig, and 3 little pigs. And the time had come for the 3 little pigs to live home. Watch out for the big bad wolf, one daddy pig. Bye, Daddy, they answered. The 3 little pigs hadn't walked far when the first pig returned. Oh, here's Ruru, yawned the first lazy little pig, so he quickly built a house made of straw that were laying nearby. But it wasn't long before the second little pig stopped walking and looked around her. Where's Ruru? Said the second little pig, so she quickly built a house made of sticks and branches that were scattering around her. The third little pig walked on and on and on, and finally he found a pretty area of land by his dream. It was the perfect place to build his house. So he decided to build a strong big house to keep him safe from the big bad wolf. He drew plans. What the best book he drew.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Allow me to introduce introduce myself. My name is Rainer Tristan, and I would like to tell a story about the ocean song. La 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 la. Once upon a time, in the warm waters of the tropical bay, who here has felt the calming waves and the portrait of its beautiful sunset? Well, I totally did. Here lived a wise old sea turtle named Nico and a young dolphin named Uno. They had been friends for a long time. They had been friends for 13 years. They swam through coral reefs and they tell stories about the ocean wonders. The ocean is such a beautiful place, isn't it, Uno? I agree with you, Nico. But one day, Nico noticed that the coral's color was turning pale. He also noticed that fish were disappearing from their favorite eating place. Unar felt the change too. Favorite eating place.
Okay, once again, congratulations for Alvaro and Rainer. You guys did a good job. So allow me to deliver the feedback for Alvaro and Rainer. First, let me start for Alvaro. So Alvaro, congratulations! Your performance of the three little pigs was lively and enjoyable. You used expressive gestures and facial expressions that made the characters and events easy to imagine. And your intonation kept the story engaging, and your creativity in delivery made it fun to follow. And the story was clear, well paced, and perfectly matched the theme. And your strength include your engaging stage presence, expressive delivery, and ability to make the story entertaining for the audience. And one thing for the improvement, I recommend working on making every word clear and easy to understand, especially during faster or more emotional parts of the story, so the audience catches every detail. So that's all for the feedback for Alvaro. And the next, let me deliver the feedback, the strength and weakness improvement for Rainer. So congratulations, Rainer. Your storytelling of the ocean song was creative and engaging. You use expressive gestures and voice variation to bring the scenes to life, and your pronunciation was generally clear. Your performance showed originality and a strong sense of rhythm in the way you told the story. And the theme was fitting, and the audience could follow your narrative easily. And your strengths include your creative presentation style, expressive delivery, and confident stage presence. And one thing for the improvement, I recommend making sure to include a clear moral value. So don't forget to add moral value at the end of the story so your audience can take the important message. Also, work on giving a strong, deliberate closing that directly addresses for audience and judges and leaving them with a lasting impression of your story. So one more time, congratulations for Alvaro and Rainer, and good luck in your grand finals. Thank you.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
All right. Thank you so much, Miss Karen, for the feedback. Thank you, Alvaro and Rainer. Congratulations. So you are going to the next stage. Okay, prepare yourself. Next, let's go to the next participant. We still have four participants left that are going to perform in the stage, which is August 31st in Tangerang City Mall. Let's go. Let's say for the next contestant.
today? Well, I hope you're doing good. Well, have you ever
Mhm.
Once upon a time, there was a hare and a tortoise who lived together in the forest. They were a good friends. The hare always boasted that he could run faster than the tortoise. One day, they were playing together. Suddenly, the hare said, My, Mr. Tortoise, you move so slowly. You will never get far. My dear friend Hare, you're overproud of your speed. Let's have a race and see who is the faster between us. Said the tortoise, who was upset by the hare's manners. The hare laughed and said,
Good morning, viewers and audience. How are you? I hope you're doing good. Well, do you ever wonder why roosters are afraid of eagles? Well, it's a long story of friendship and loyalty. Here's the story. One day, deep in the jungle, there was a shy and lonely rooster. Everyone teased him, bullied him, and looked down on him, and even disrespecting him. Ha ha ha, you're the worst animal in the jungle, you sound so bad, and you're built like a twig. One day when he was walking miserably and sadly, he thought to himself, how can I be respected? Everyone hates me. What's wrong with my life? Suddenly, he had an idea. Aha! Maybe if I can fly majestically and so mighty like the eagle, everyone will respect me. Suddenly, his dream came true. An eagle flew by and perched on a small branch. Hey, rooster, why are you so sad?
Favorite eating place. Unar felt the change too. Favorite.
Okay, once again, congratulations for Annabella and Gom Gom. You guys did a great job. So allow me to deliver the feedback for Annabella and Gom Gom. Let's restart for Annabella first. So Annabella, congratulations. Your performance of the tortoise and the hare was excellent. You used clear pronunciation, expressive intonation, and lively gestures that made the story enjoyable. And your facial expression matched the mood of each scene. And your creativity kept the audience engaged from start to finish. And the story was completely relevant to the theme, and your delivery showed confidence and strong storytelling skills. And your strength include your clear voice, engaging expression, and the way you connected with audience through your storytelling. And for the improvement, I recommend starting your performance with a warm greeting to the audience and judges and ending with a strong, friendly closing. So this will make your performance feel complete and leave a lasting positive impression. So that's all for the feedback, Annabella. And next we move to Gom Gom. So congratulations, Gom Gom. Your storytelling of the legend of the rooster and the eagle was vibrant and engaging. You use expressive gestures and a clear voice to bring the characters and events to life. And your intonation kept the audience attention, and your creativity in telling this legend made it memorable. And the story was completely relevant to the theme and easy to follow. And also, your strength include your confident delivery, effective gestures, and the way you maintain the audience interest throughout the performance. And for the improvement, I suggest working on keeping your voice consistent for each characters and adding a stronger emotional impact during the climax so the ending feels even more powerful. So that's all for the improvement and good luck in grand final.
Congratulations for Annabella and Gom Gom. Thank you so much for the feedback, Miss Karen. All right. So this is actually two participants. We're going to go to the next stage. So once again, for the finalists, congratulations. And after this, there will be the announcement for how to do the performance in the next stage, okay? So don't go anywhere, just stay tuned. So please welcome to the next participants. All right, here we go.
Hello, and good night, and good morning, and even good afternoon, judges, audience, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Glory Elizabeth Christ, and I am here to tell you the most ravishing, the most mind-blowing, the most life-changing story of Bumpadadum. Drumroll, please. It is the story of the lion and the mouse. Without further ado, let's go on and explore the jungle, shall we? Once upon a time, there was a lion laying asleep in the forest. Achoo! Achoo! A timid mouse, in her fright and haste to get away, accidentally ran across the lion's nose, which startled him and woke him up. Enraged, he demanded to know who dares wake him up. Roar! Who dares wake me up? I was sleeping so nicely. And who do you think you are interrupting my sleep? I will kill you, you feeble, little, weak creature. But the mouse begged for her life. Oh, please, great king. I am so sorry. I did not mean.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, judges, teachers, and all my friends. My name is Ashaka from SD Islam Nurul Hikmah. Today, I would like to tell a story about the bear and the bee. Everybody knows that bears love honey. One day, Mr. Bear looks in his cupboard and he can't find any honey. Oh no honey, he says. So he goes into the forest to find some. He sees a beehive in a tree. He smells the honey. Honey. He sticks his paw into the beehive and zzz, a bee flies out. Hey bear, go away, says the bee.
This is not your honey. Mr. Bear is annoyed. I am bigger than you. Mr.
Okay, once again, congratulations for Glory and Arshaka. You guys did a great job. So let me deliver the feedback and also the improvement for Glory and Arshaka. So let's we start for the Glory first. So congratulations, Glory. Your storytelling of the lion and the mouse was engaging and well-paced. You used expressive gestures and facial expressions that made the story easy and enjoyable for the audience. And your pronunciation was clear and your intonation brought life to the event in the story. And the theme was fully relevant and your delivery showed confidence and enthusiasm. And also your strength include your expressive storytelling style, good pacing, and ability to connect with the audience. And one thing for the improvement, I recommend working on making each character's voice more distinct and keeping it consistent throughout the performance. And this will help the audience easily to identify who is speaking and making the storytelling even more dynamic. That's all for the glory, and let's we move to Arshaka. So congratulations for Arshaka. Your storytelling of the bear and the bee was excellent and highly engaging. You used strong expressions, clear gestures, and a confident voice that made the story come alive. And your pronunciation was clear, and your intonation kept the audience interested from beginning to end. And also, the story was fully relevant to the theme and delivered with great creativity. And your strength include your expressive delivery, clear voice, and confident stage presence that captured the audience attention. And one thing for the improvement, I suggest adding a slightly more dramatic ending to leave the audience with an even stronger final impression. So that's all for Glory and Arshaka, and good job and good luck in grand final.
All right. Thank you so much for the feedback, Miss Karen. Congratulations for Asaka and Glory. Well, by the way, we actually have now since for all performance based on the judges score. Well, that's actually the top 10 finalists that go to the grand final. For those who did not make it to the grand final, please do not be discouraged, okay? Remember, this is the process, It's not just about the winning or losing, of course. It's also about gaining valuable experience and learning. You have already shown great courage by participating, performing, and sharing your creativity, and that in itself is an incredible achievement. So, friends, take this as a valuable stepping stone for the future opportunities. Because, you know what? Every step you take today brings you closer to your dreams. So, friends, keep creating, keep improving, and always believe in your own abilities. So, once again, congratulations for the top 10 grand finalists. By the way, for the next rules and the term condition, Miss Karin will give you the guidance for what to do in the next stage. So once again, I would like to say thank you. We would like to say thank you for all of the participants for your efforts, to our judges, of course, and their times, and also your dedication and participation. Don't forget, actually, we provided you a certificate. We will give you the certificate later, and a kinds of maybe like kinds of suffering and everything. Okay, so and to everyone who support this event, we also very thank you so much for you, and we wish our finalists the best of the luck in the grand final. So for the last, please Miss Karin, tell us how to determine the conditions for the top 10 finalists. Please Miss Karin, welcome. Time is yours.
Okay. Okay, so this is the grand final terms and conditions. So let me deliver you with bilingual so you can understand easily. So for the theme of the grand final is folklore. Ya, jadi untuk temanya itu kita berubah menjadi cerita rakyat. Nah, untuk for the next participant must choose a folklore story from any. Sorry, Miss, slide yang pertama. Okay, let me repeat one more time. So the terms and condition for storytelling grand final for the theme, we use folklore for the grand final, yeah. And then participant must choose a folklore story from any culture. It can be local, national, or international folklore. Jadi nanti temanya berubah menjadi cerita rakyat, dan cerita rakyatnya boleh diambil dari cerita rakyat lokal, nasional, maupun internasional. And the performance rule, each participant must present a story individually, and the duration of performance around 5 to 7 minutes maximum. And the storytelling may include gestures, voice changes, and expressions. Jadi nanti partisipan mempresentasikan storytellingnya itu secara individual dan durasi waktunya selama 5 sampai 7 menit, maksimum 7 menit. Dan storytellingnya itu dinilai dari gestures-nya, voice changes-nya, voice karakter, sama expressions-nya. And also for the properties and costumes are allowed, but should be simple and safe. Jadi untuk properti dan kostumnya itu diperbolehkan propertinya kalau bisa yang simple dan safe. And participants must prepare a new story different from their preliminary round performance. Jadi story-nya itu beda. Sebelumnya di semifinal adalah fable, di grand final adalah cerita rakyat. Oke, next slide, Miss. Okay, for the last, which is the language, so the storytelling must be performed in English. Jadi storytellingnya harus disampaikan menggunakan English full with clear pronunciation, appropriate intonation, and expressive delivery are required. So make sure with clear pronunciation and also appropriate intonation with expressive delivery. So that's all for the terms and condition. We will send the terms and condition in a group, so the participants, the grand finalists, could check the terms and condition in a group. So that's all for the terms and condition. I will give it back to Mr. Chan.
All right, so for the participants, do you have any questions? Ini ada yang bertanya, Miss Karin, bolehkah menggunakan video atau audio pendukung yang dimana dikirim ke panitia berupa soft copy? Jadi mungkin ketika perform on the stage ada instrumen audionya, itu diperbolehkan nggak, Miss, untuk di play.
Untuk audio back sound silakan diperbolehkan. Jadi nanti tolong kirim ke panitia aja supaya nanti kita prepare sebelum hari H-nya.
Alright.
Diperbolehkan.
So intinya, okay, thank you Miss. By the way, for the finalists diperbolehkan juga kalau untuk menggunakan back sound instrument itu silahkan nanti di download it and also send the file kepada admin ya, agar nanti ketika perform itu langsung bagian tim kita play. Apakah di playnya dari awal sampai habis atau seperti apa itu nanti silakan dikoordinasikan kepada panitia. Oke. Any questions again? Ada mungkin yang ingin ditanyakan kembali? Misalkan Miss kalau dia nggak datang nih di hari H itu bagaimana untuk term and conditionnya? Misalkan dia pas hari H-nya ada kadarulanya sakit misal gitu.
Untuk finalis yang berhalangan hadir, kita putuskan untuk didiskualifikasi karena memang ya kita tidak ada hari lain.
Toleransi ya.
Ya, jadi make sure on time, punctual, sama ya hadir sesuai waktunya, dan semoga tidak ada masalah ya di kedepannya supaya kalian bisa hadir maksimal, tidak ada kendala.
Yes, oke. Terus ada lagi yang bertanya untuk file video juga boleh nggak? Boleh, karena alhamdulillahnya nanti di Tangerang City Mall itu sudah support dengan Videotron, jadi silakan untuk mempersiapkan background. Nah, background itu nanti bisa ditampilkan di belakang, karena di stage-nya itu kita pakai video kayak gitu. Alright, gitu ya. Jadi untuk background audio itu silahkan dikirimkan kepada panitia. Nah, untuk technical guide yang tampil di Tangerang City itu nanti akan ada apa namanya pengumuman di grup gitu. Nah, untuk finalis itu ada 10 peserta ya, jadi bukan 5. Nah, untuk pengiriman video kemana Kak? Nanti silakan disounding aja ke admin yang biasanya di situ nanti di grup ada nomor admin seperti itu. So once again untuk semua finalis itu nanti akan kita soundingkan hal apa dan bagaimananya, kenapa hanya 10 saja yang termasuk untuk finalis Road to Grand Final dari ada 40 peserta di sini, karena di sini kita sudah mutlak berdasarkan juri dari hasil apa yang sudah dinilai itu tidak bisa diganggu gugat kembali. Untuk urutan tampil nanti di sounding, untuk jam kedatangan juga nanti di sounding. Intinya untuk 10 finalis itu dipersiapkan terutama di skripnya terlebih dahulu, karena juga di sana untuk temanya berbeda. Nah, di sini folktale ya Miss ya, cerita rakyat gitu. Jadi silakan dipersiapkan. Intinya bagi para finalis selamat sekali lagi, congratulations, selamat mempersiapkan diri untuk tampil di Grand Final yang akan digelar live on stage di Tangerang City Mall pada tanggal 31 Agustus. Nah, gunakanlah waktu yang tersisa untuk berlatih dengan tema cerita rakyat. Gunakan sebaik mungkin propertinya, silahkan dipersiapkan, atau instrumen dan backgroundnya silahkan dipersiapkan. Dan juga untuk teman-teman yang belum lolos kali ini, jangan berkecil hati. Ingat, kompetisi bukan hanya soal menang dan kalah, yang terpenting adalah bagaimana teman-teman bisa terlibat, berpengalaman, terus juga sudah berani, dan juga kreativitas yang sudah kalian tunjukkan hari ini sudah bagus banget. Intinya setiap langkah kecil ini adalah bagian dari perjalanan kalian menuju impian kalian. Jadi teruslah berlatih, teruslah berkarya, terus semangat, jangan pernah berhenti, percaya diri. Oke? Sampai ketemu lagi ke grand final. So I think that's enough for today. And that's all. Thank you so much for our participants, for your efforts and the judges and everything. We wish our finalists the best of luck in the grand final. So see you there. Tangcity. All right, so that's all for today. Thank you so much. And yes, you can leave right now. For the questions, you can actually ask the questions in the group. Okay. Thank you.